Hello, everybody. This is Blessed Abundantly. I'm back. Uh, I had made this video addressing Daryl Moore and a Freemason. Uh, and I want to say now, I looked up his civil cases. I haven't looked up no criminal cases or anything like that, but I looked up what was in the public. And these civil cases was in the public under Clayton County, Georgia. So anyway, that was it. So the civil case was with the tax, and I don't know if it was separating from. I'm sorry, separating from the wife. No, there was child support. So those are civil cases. Criminal cases is something different. That means that you've been charged with a crime, whether it was a misdemeanor or a felony. So we all know that. So I know when I made my video, I sounded kind of dumbfounded, but however. I just put up what I could dig up in the public because I had Truth Finders at one time, an account under that. And with Truth Finders, you not only find old addresses of where they used to live at, but you also find any court cases that they have, whether it was civil court cases or criminal court cases. You can also find property that they ever owned. If they ever owned any property, it'll be under that as well. But I decided to unsubscribe. Ooh, I need to probably go to a plain page or something like that. I had decided to unsubscribe because I was trying to find through this MyHeritage thing or whatever else. So what I have to say is this. What I have to say is what I have is in the public. I didn't sign for anything. I didn't have to pay no money for anything. This is public information. And this is only the civil cases. What Jive and Miko pulled up was criminal cases as well. I only pulled up civil cases where somebody could have been sued or something, or a separation from one spouse, something like that. And that's where the tax fell in. Either if he had back taxes or something like that, just say income tax or something like that. So right now I'm looking at child support, case filing child support. So that could be dealing with, how much money somebody would have to give per month. So anyway, this was in 2000 and actually I'm looking at the dates. Look at 2006, this was filed. Okay. And the others were filed around 2001. So these are old cases. These are not nothing recent. And like I said, I am not. Oh shoot, my notification I forgot to turn off. I am not in the beef between King Jive and Daryl Moore. I got on my live a couple of nights ago to address the video that was made about black women attacking Daryl Moore. And it's like I'm just letting you know that I am not protecting Larry Reed. I was defending the women that was being slandered and dragged and threatened by Daryl Moore. That was it. Now I decided since then to stay out of people's business. But when somebody commented, which was Daryl Moore, on my video, and they called me a church hypocrite. You can call me a hypocrite all you want to. I haven't been at nobody's church in 2 years or whatever. It is what it is. But also, Daryl Moore has said other things about me that I never addressed. And the last video that I made of Daryl Moore before making these videos, I'm talking about a few months back, the last video I made a few months back about Daryl Moore, they got on their live Friday night and he went to dragging me. And Marcellus was saying that there was dirt all around the apartment, dirt everywhere. You only see me in one room. And that was the drum room. And yes, I had a laundry basket there. I had boxes and other things in that room. I have cleaned out since then because I I was trying to decide whether I wanted to stay there for another year, which I renewed my lease and I am staying where I'm at for another year. And then I'll be moving someplace else into a house. Because right now I'm in a sort of a townhouse, kind of like it's a garden home because it's one level. So anyway, that's why you seen the boxes and everything else, because if I was going to move, I wouldn't have to really pack up that much stuff or anything like that. Now, next year, I know I'm going to have to pack up a whole lot of stuff because I have unboxed a whole lot of things. But they was just, I was bumpy faced and everything. And yes, I have problems with my skin. I have eczema. I have acne. And I'm doing the best I can to deal with both of them. But my skin is a lot clearer than what it used to be. In my 20s, I looked a mess. Once I got out of high school and I was cut off from my parents' insurance, and I worked at jobs that didn't have no health insurance, my skin started looking bad. And I didn't know at the time I was allergic to Kerry lotion and Lubriderm lotion. And that's what the doctors kept prescribing me, was Kerry lotion and Lubriderm. And those were the two things that was breaking me out even more. So I always had sensitive skin. I always had dry skin, except for when it comes to my face. I don't know. Either it's a rash or it's the acne. And, I'm using, stuff like Noxzema and everything to clear this stuff. So I don't have to really explain all of that. But what I'm trying to say is this, is that Daryl Moore and his crew be throwing shots at people. And people have been trying to leave them alone. And that's why when I said, look, I'm out of this beef, I don't want to beef, I don't do beef. I do not beef back and forth with people. I don't want to do that. That's not what I want to create my platform on. But when you want to come and try to find something to beef about on other people's platform, then yes. And the main person you've been dragging has been the Larry Reed, the Andrea Garrison, Miko Dooley, Jive, King Jive. He been dragging those people in Conscious TV, of course. Those the main people he has been dragging, with Larry being at the center of it all. Now, I have nothing against these individuals. I don't even have nothing against anybody on the A team. I have went and made my videos about that team because of the women that was being dragged and threatened and called all types of names and everything else. And I know people had probably questioned why didn't I defend Juanita Bynum. Well, Juanita Bynum had a whole lot of people defending her, and they were going into people's inboxes and threatening them and everything else. So I do know about that as well. So I know that Juanita Bynum wasn't sent back quietly while this whole thing, why videos was being made or nothing like that. I know that the thing got worse when the attacks started happening. I know that, once somebody came on the platform and just addressed the people that this and that was going on, then the people that was on Juanita Bynum team and the people who support Juanita Bynum and love Juanita Bynum and all of this, whether they know or not, started attacking these people. And that's when the stuff started getting worse and worse. And, you had the back and forth for a couple of years. And so I do know about all of that. So no, and not only that, I wasn't even watching in 2017 or 18. I didn't even know nothing about it. That's why I did not defend Juanita Bynum. I didn't know nothing about it. I was up there watching people like A Call for Uprising. I was watching some of what the Seventh-day Adventists was putting out there concerning Revelation 13 because I had some agreements with that because after I read the Bible, it got an understanding of what it was about. So I was watching stuff that agreed with my spirit, kind of like. So by the time I came around to those videos, it was 2019. And then when I was saying that Juanita Bynum and her crew had been attacking these people, you already got people defending you, but it was how the way it was done. And that's why I could not defend her at all. And why I'm not defending her now is because when I called up to New York to get my prayer kit and to order my prayer kit, I felt in my spirit I wasn't going to get it. And the thing that happened is that somebody was waiting for a phone call, and I believe that was Juanita Bynum, and it wasn't the person who she was looking for. Even though one of her assistants answered the phone. It was like when that call ended, I had already made a video about Juanita Bynum concerning that man in Virginia, Pastor Moore, and I also made a video with what I seen that was put out there already, and I'll leave it at that, etc., etc. And so I'm sure they was well aware of who I was, even though we never met face to face. I never seen Juanita Bynum in person in my life. I seen Paula White, T.D. Jakes, but I never seen Juanita Bynum in person. I never met her. Never was in the same building with her, same church, none of that. Never sat around her, wasn't sitting at a place where she was about to preach, none of that. So the only way we knew each other was through the internet. I mean, I've seen her on No More Sheets on TV, and I'm sure she has seen some of my videos already. So she was very rude when I got off the phone, when I was getting off the phone with that person that was talking to. And that's when I felt in my spirit that she could be a very nasty person from time to time. And so when almost a month went by and they started passing out the prayer kit and mine still hadn't arrived, that's when I started making the videos. Because I'd already talked to somebody who already came on their platform and other people's platform and talked about the relationship that them two had and everything else. So I didn't mind showing the email that I sent them and that they responded back to. And while I was doing my coin search with the wheat pennies and all of that, my video got flagged. It got flagged down because I was talking about Juanita Bynum during that coin search. So anyway, however, I left that whole beef section alone. Once I got the prayer kit, I apologized, made my video. That video is still up. And everything else. I have been watching some of her sermons. Especially, I've been trying to catch the new ones, but they've been showing the old ones and everything. And I think that's due to Juanita Bynum being on TV and, showing inserts of those that she had already preached. So that's the reason why they keep showing the same videos or the ones that they already made on YouTube and Facebook. But however, I just wanted you guys to know that the court cases I got is civil court cases. They are not criminal. The criminal court cases is what King Jive and Miko have. And the beef between them, the A-Team and Miko and Jive and Conscious TV, Andrea Garrett, that has nothing to do with me. I'm not in that. I don't want to be involved. I'm staying out of that. I just came on to address the comment that was made on my video a couple of days ago and the video that was made about black women attacking Daryl Moore, black church women. And that was it. I do also want to say, before I forget, that I was about to also mention about Juanita Bynum ministry. I want you ladies to know that Juanita Bynum don't have a ministry for the hurt and broken women. Her ministry is for helping women that are preachers, that was called to the pulpit to preach the gospel, to help them to build up their ministry so that they can do conferences and have a following. Her ministry does not consist of helping women who are hurting and who have mental issues and all of that. Even though Juanita Bynum has been a woman who have had mental issues and who have been through divorces, who have had, miscarriages, who have dealt with a lot of things in their life, who have even dealt with, being up, how shall I say this, on top of the world one day and down at the bottom the next day. She is a woman who has dealt with bankruptcies and having a whole lot of money, then losing a whole lot of money. And, she could relate to a lot of women problems, but her ministry does not help or does not, how should I put this? It's not for those types of women. It's basically for the women that have been called to preach in the pulpit, because everybody who is a Christian is called to minister the gospel to somebody. We are all called to witness to somebody, but everybody is not meant for the pulpit. Those people that's in the pulpit is preaching to folks that's already in the church and trying to keep them encouraged and everything. But we are all called to witness to other people that are lost. And her ministry, and I don't even know if they have a prayer line. I'm not going to say that they don't. I don't know. So I just want you young ladies to keep that in mind. I'm not trying to slander her ministry. I'm not trying to say don't follow her. Follow who you want to follow. Make sure that they preaching the word of God. I believe Juanita Bynum has been preaching the word of God, but she doesn't have a ministry for the hurt and broken woman, if that makes sense. Her ministry is basically to help other women that are preachers to have an audience, to be able to put on conferences, to be able to speak in front of a crowd of people. Her ministry is not for people who are looking for a food pantry or who don't have clothes or shelter or food, nothing like that. And I also want to say that Will McCrae was on Daryl Moore's platform. I don't have nothing against Will McCrae neither. He mentioned a name, Crystal Smith. I'm sure that video is still up. It's up on the Daryl Moore. And this is when Daryl Moore was interviewing Will McCrae. I feel in my spirit that Will McCrae needs to leave that girl alone. I just feel like he needs to leave her alone. Whatever she did to him, just let it go. And move on. Whatever she did to whoever you're working for, let it go and move on. Let that girl live her life in peace. I just feel like her name don't need to be mentioned no more. Let her live her life in peace. Just let bygones be bygones and move on. I feel like whatever happened in her life, it don't need to be mentioned on nobody's platform or anything else. She have a right to live her life. If she with somebody else and her husband separate, that's between her and God and those people over there. It doesn't need to be mentioned on nobody's platform. She's a young lady. I'm sure I never met her. I don't know her personally. I'm sure she probably been through enough. So I think that her name needs to stay out of people's mouths, and nobody don't need to be trying to put no information and put out there to a group of people or nobody where she's concerned. I feel in my spirit, y'all need to leave that young lady alone. If y'all want to beef back and forth on people who got YouTube platforms and all that, and they want to beef with you, that's between you and them. But I feel like y'all need to leave that young lady alone. Let her live her life. If she did anything to you, just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. If she did something to the people who you working for, tell them I said to let it go. 'Cause, 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 And that's all I have to say. So anyway, I already addressed there more, and I already made mention that I was not defending Larry Reed and all that stuff. And people, who watch you guys, the A-Team, they could watch other people too. And I understand they don't need to be saying nothing negative on people's platform to keep stuff going either. I try to stay quiet. I might ask a question here and there, but I basically just watch, and that's it. I don't want nothing to do with no beefing back and forth and all of this other stuff. I don't want that. And I don't want nobody trying to tell me what I am and what I ain't and all of this other stuff. So if you don't want me to do that to you, don't do it to me. So anyway, let me go. You guys have a great day. I do want to show you some coins, but I'll show them on another time. Because I gave away some of my face value coins, and I will show you what I've been doing later on, but and what I'm trying to do as well. I will show you what I'm trying to do. How about that? But I'll do it maybe another day or whatever. I gotta take care of some things, and I'm trying not to be exposed or anything like that because you don't want to see how I look. So anyway, y'all have a great day. Bye.